In this video, I will show you how to get this brand new Flee the Facility exclusive set. This will be a tutorial on the fastest way to get it, so without a delay, let's jump straight into the video. In order to get the Flee the Facility set, we first have to start off by playing Pig 64 Part 2. So then just select a character, and for me, I'm just going to go with the pig. Once we leave, we want to find this guy over here at the end of the dock, and we want to talk to him. Then just press on anything that pops up in the bottom left corner. After that, you want to turn around and find this money bill up in the air, and then what you want to do is just basically just jump up and get it, and then you should have collected it, and then what you want to do is go back to the dock and then give it to him. From there, you should get a badge and also be teleported to a new place. After that, just jump in the water and start swimming around and collecting money. We want to get up to $600. After we get $600, what we want to do is hop out of the water and go down this dock and find this guy all the way over here. Then we want to click on him and then go down and select fishing rod and buy it. From there, you just want to fish in the water, and the goal is to find a map. This may take a couple of tries, but just keep doing it and then you will eventually get the map. And this is what the map looks like. From there, we want to go out into this little marketplace and go up these stairs. Go to the top up here, and then you want to go over these planks. Then you want to go out this way, and you see this big jump. You want to be able to make the jump. And then once you get up, you should go in here and find this little guy back here. Click on him and buy 2 grape juice. So make sure you have enough to buy 2. After you have those, click on this top right button and then press grassland to teleport to the grassland. Once we're in the grassland, collect a bunch of these little pink coins around the map. Just try to get to 400, and then we can buy everything we need right now. Then basically just buy 5 tasty drinks, 1 suitcase, and 1 magnifying glass. Then we want to go over to this building up here, and then we want to enter into these doors. Then we want to go into the next pair of doors too, and then we should be teleported into this area. Then we want to find this big pig, and we want to craft this little ball thing. We already have the 5 tasty drinks and the 2 grapefruits, so now you just need $77.77 pig coins, and then you should be able to craft it. Then we want to follow the map and go buy this windmill. We're trying to find a little door that's by one of the trees, and it's really hard to find, or really hard to see too. So just go down, and it's this tree that has it. It's just really hard to see, but it is there. As you can see a little bit of it right there. Then what we want to do is drag down the ball into our inventory. Then we should use this little ball thing and then go into this door. We should find a bunch of stairs, and then all we want to do is just go all the way up to the top of them. Once we're at the top, we should find this little code keypad, and then the code is 6845. Then just hit input, and it should turn like that, and then the door should open, and there should be a chest in there. Just open the chest and collect the bone. Then teleport back to the pier and just go start collecting a lot of money. We're gonna need over 500. After we get the money, we want to go to the town and basically find this dog, and we want to talk to them. We want to go to buy emotes. We need to buy a total of 5 emotes. So the 5 we need to buy are Shuffle Rock, Hasty, Downtown, Foot Kicks, and Quick Shuffle. After that, we want to do the dance battle against the dog by talking to them again. What you want to do is press G on your keyboard or laptop, and then press Shuffle Rock as the first dance. Then when the dog switches tunes, press Foot Kicks. Then when they switch it again, press Hasty. Then when they switch it again, press Quick Shuffle. And then lastly, press Downtown. After you beat them, they should give you a key. This is what it looks like. Then we want to go back in the water and start swimming for more money. We want to get to $500. Once we have $500, we want to go back to this pig, and we want to click on Show Broken Key. Then we want to basically just craft the new key. Then some random mouse is going to basically just keep asking if he wants to chat. Just hit X until it makes you hit yes. Then basically just wait for the cutscene to end. Then teleport back to the pier and just collect money until you have $350. Once you have $350, go back to this guy and basically just buy the hammer and the lockpick. Then turn around and go up these stairs and go towards this little tunnel cage thing. You want to pull out your hammer and lockpick, and then click on the wood. Then just click on all the nails, and they should just all pop out like that. And then pull out the lockpick and put it in the keyhole. Once the door opens, go through it and press enter, and you should be teleported to a new area. Once we're in this place, we want to go down this hall and to the left, then go straight down, and then go down these stairs. And then at this door, you should find the key for the green one, and we want to put that one in this door, and then we want to go into this room. Once we're in this room, we want to go into the one to the left, and this is where we use the magnifying glass that we previously bought earlier. Then you want to go to this police cow, and you want to talk to him. You can just say what seems to be the issue, and then basically there's somebody that has an item that we need, and we're just trying to find it, so just say sure. Then just go around investigating people with the magnifying glass in your hand, and you can pretty much just tell the police officer to verify if they're the culprit. So, and then this is what it looks like when you catch the culprit. So for me, it was the frog. So basically the police officer went up to him, investigated him, and then it'll pop up that it was him, and then it'll say to take item, so then just take that item. Once you collect the battery, you want to go over to this thing and you want to put it in there to activate it. Then you will hear an animal sound when you hit enter, and like for me, I heard a chicken, so I type in chicken and then it's right. But this took me so many tries. It's like I would type in the right animal, but it still wouldn't work, but just keep trying it. Then you want to go into this door to teleport, and then walk all the way down here to this thing, hit teleport, and then you should get a badge, and then this is a little cutscene that plays. Just wait for it to end. Then just walk over here to these keys and just like click on it. And then yeah, we are ready for Flee the Facility now. So now just open Flee the Facility, and I will go over the steps to do in the game. Now that we're in Flee the Facility, the first thing we need to do is go on the library map. There are 8 books around the map, and we need to find them, and each book has a number and color. So one of the books is upstairs by the exit, and it's a red one that's up on the shelf, and it has the number 7 for me, but it will be a different number for you. Once you find a book and have the number and color, just write down red, and then for me, I'd write down red 7, or just put in the chat red 7, and then do this for all the books. So we're gonna find like a blue book, and then we'll put like blue 0 or something. Just continuously do that so to keep track of the books you found and the colors. Then if we go downstairs from the upstairs, we'll find an orange book up on this little shelf here. And for me, I have 9, so I write down orange 9. This is important because we will be putting in a code based on a certain color order that we will get to later. Then if we go upstairs into this data room, we will find a green book behind these little boxes. Then when we go into this room with the tic-tac-toe on the wall, we will find a light blue book up on this shelf. Then if we drop down here and go through this window, we will find a yellow book up on this shelf. Then if we go up this spiral staircase right here and go down this hall, we can find a blue book in the corner. Then if we go through this window with the fireplace, we can find a purple book in the corner. Then if we go into this big hallway, we can find this little book up on this table. And that is all the books on the library map. So now we need to go onto the nuclear power plant map. Once we're on nuclear power plant map, we need to find an exit, and then you will find a keypad right here. So the order in which the numbers go is red, green, blue, purple, orange, yellow, pink, and then light blue. So since my red book had the number 7, that would be my first number. And then since green was 0, I put in 0, and it just goes down like that. Then you should hear that sound when you put in the code correctly. Then we want to go to this room, this like the pool room, and then we want to go back here by this tube, and then you'll find this little hole in the wall that you can walk through, and then right there you'll find a coin, and then you just want to click on that, and then we are done on nuclear power plant, and now we need to go onto arcade. Once we're on arcade, we want to go buy these little like pink arcade games, and then also buy the food sign, and then we will look for this arcade unit, and it says out of order, and then what we want to do is click on it, and then we put in the coin. The next thing we have to do is move the joystick and press buttons, so I will show you how to do it. So this is how you move the joystick. So we start by moving it up, up, then we switch and we go down, down, then we go left, right, and then we go to the 2 buttons and we press right, then left. After we do that, we should get teleported to a new scary place. Now this is actually so hard. This took me many tries to beat because you have multiple little pigs running around that if they touch you, you die and you just lose, and then you have to restart. But this is kind of the path I took to win. It does take a little, so I'll probably speed some of it up, but this is just the basic path I took to win. So I'll speed this up so you can just see. We have to find 4 computers, hack all of them, and then find an exit and escape, and then you will get the new hammer and gem. So here was basically the first computer in this blue room. After I hacked it, I actually went back to the start, just retraced my steps, and then this was kind of the path I took to get to the yellow. So you can follow this if you want. It's kind of difficult when pigs pop up like that, because then I have to backtrack a little bit. And then yeah, I found the yellow room. So then I hacked this computer next. So yeah, then this is me finding the red room, and I sped it up because this one took me a long time, and I kept running into so many pigs. It was really annoying. But yeah, this is just like the path I took. I mean, it probably would be really hard to follow. But good luck finding all the rooms. Like, I found the exit, so I knew where that would be later, so that was a good thing. So if you find the exit, it is like kind of near it, so that's something to keep in mind. Yeah, and then I found it. And then also for the green room, I also started in the center. So basically for every single computer, I started from the center and kind of went out and found them. But yeah, this one also took me a pretty long time, which is why it sped up, and then I eventually went back to the start. I was like, alright, I'm gonna try to go a different way. It's just really confusing, and the pigs make it really, really hard because there's multiple. But this one was actually pretty close and not too bad, so you could probably follow this one to get to the green room from the start. Alright, after I finished the green computer, I went back to the beginning, and you could follow this path to get to the exit. It did take me a little bit to get there because I was really nervous and didn't want to die because I finally hacked all the computers. But just play it slow because you never know what corner a pig could be around. But yeah, this was the path I took, and it's pretty close, so it's really, really close to the start, so just follow that path and you can find the exit pretty easily. Once the exit opens, you leave, and then you completed it. After a really long time, it took me like 3-4 hours to do the whole thing. Finally got everything and got the badge, and then when you reload Flee the Facility, you should have the set in your inventory. And then as you can see for me, I have it right there. Retro Drive 64. I think this is a really, really cool set. Really, really hard to get and really time consuming, but if you put the time into it, you can definitely get it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope this video really helped. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and I hope to see you in the next one.